other persons in front of this information, but this information is the most potent information I believe you're going to come across in a very long time. So, GrXen, just to give you a reminder, GrXen is a global real world exchange economic network. So, welcome to GrXen Academy, an understanding cryptocurrency module that we're giving to all our fintech packages holders. I want to turn over the call to none other than the co founder, leader of the project, and the CEO, Mr. Anderson Chester. Been in the industry of helping people for over 20 years. A man dedicated like no other that believes in service leads to greatness. So he intends to serve all of us because he is a great man. So, Mr. Anderson Chester, I want to turn the call over to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cordell Duncan James, for the kind words and your introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for taking the time out to tune in to our module. And today we are very, very focused on giving people what they deserve. And we really believe, with regards to GrXen, that financial empowerment is a priority. As a matter of fact, within our community, financial empowerment is our number one priority. So if you are here tonight, I want to encourage you to put away all disturbances, all distractions, anything that might be in your way, as we cover cryptocurrency tonight, because this is a very, very big topic. We decided to do this again, and we are doing this because we really want to ensure that our community is completely informed about what's happening. So tonight, the module we're going to cover is understanding cryptocurrency. So great to see all of you from different parts of the world joining us. I know several persons will continue to join us as the call go along, as we develop. We're going to really enjoy this call. I believe this is going to be a fantastic call. So we're going to jump right in to understanding cryptocurrency. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to do that, I want to say that we're going to cover a couple of things in this module. And by the end of this session, what you will understand is what cryptocurrency really is. That's a challenge. A lot of people speak crypto, but they don't know what it is. You are going to know why crypto was created. You will be able to separate utility from speculation, because in the marketplace, you have a lot of speculation taking place. Some people may not understand what's the difference between utility and speculation. We're going to cover that tonight. And of course, you'll understand where crypto fits financially. Okay. We don't want people to feel crypto should be everywhere. There's a place that crypto need to be fit. So in this module, you will hear and understand that. And at the end of the module, you will absolutely feel confident. Okay. You will not be rushed or feel rushed. You will understand more as to how to navigate in the crypto space better. And I really feel that this is very, very vital with regards to us and the progress we are making. So what exactly is cryptocurrency? Now, ladies and gentlemen, please take notes, because this is very important. And the information you receive tonight, you can pass on to others. Of course, we're going to do these calls weekly. You will be informed when we do them. You can invite people to these calls, but please try to write the information down so that you can study it. Okay, so you study, you practice, and then you teach. That's how we interact here. That's what I want to encourage you to do. So what cryptocurrency really is, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to talk about that. Cryptocurrency is digital money built on technology that allows people to transfer value securely without relying on traditional banks. Okay, I'll read that again. Cryptocurrency is digital money built on technology that allows people to transfer value securely without relying on traditional banks. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very, very important. And I want you to take away a couple of key points here right now. Crypto is digital by nature. Okay, it's borderless. Now, being digital means it can operate on any device that you have, because we are living in a technological world right now. You can interact with crypto on any digital device you have, mainly the phone, the smartphones. You can also use it with computers. It's borderless, it's transparent, very, very important, and it is very secure by design. I'm going to get into this right now, so you want to pay close attention to me, and I'll explain what crypto is not. So I just explained what crypto is. I'm going to explain to you now what crypto is not, because we don't want to confuse anyone, especially persons building a crypto portfolio within our ecosystem. Crypto, ladies and gentlemen, is not owned by one company. Okay, it's not controlled by one government. Crypto is also not fake money. It's not a scam by default. A lot of people think, hey, they don't know which to think. I don't know if it's real money, if it's fake money. No, it's not owned by one company. It's not controlled by one government. It's not fake money, and it's not a scam. Of course, scams do exist, but the technology is real. Scams, ladies and gentlemen, or scammers use crypto, but crypto by itself is not a scam. This is very, very, very important to understand. Okay. Now, with that being said, let me jump into the next slide because this is important. And this actually focuses on the technology that builds or crypto is built on. It's the blockchain. Now, you ask 9 or 10 persons what the blockchain is, you will not get the answer. I'm telling you, 9 persons out of 10 doesn't know what the blockchain is. I'm going to explain to you tonight, especially those of you who are brand new. If you are brand new to this concept, you are brand new to our community, you are brand new to the market of crypto, you're brand new, you don't understand what fintech is. Fintech really is financial technology. So let me explain to you what is blockchain, okay? Blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, is very, very simple to many persons who interact with blockchain, but I'm going to explain this to persons who may not have had the opportunity to interact with blockchain before. Blockchain is a public digital record that cannot be secretly changed. You're going to hear call after call. You hear Mr. James speaking about the blockchain and fraudulent business and transparency. He talks a lot about that, but the blockchain is a public digital record that cannot be secretly changed. You cannot mimic the blockchain. You cannot tweak the blockchain. Once the transaction is done, it's done. A and B must correspond, okay? The fact is, you can think about the blockchain as a shared accounting book, okay? It's visible to everyone and it's locked by mathematics. This is a lot of transparency I'm talking about here. When we speak about the blockchain, there's a lot of security and there's trust without middlemen. Guys, this is very, very, very important. As a result of the blockchain, a lot of trust has been regained in the when you speak about the human factor and humans interacting with each other. When you hear Mr. James week after week speak about trust, he speaks about for those of you who have been on our calls, he speaks a lot about the evolution of money and speaks about the different methods persons use to change money and why it is the way it is. There was a lot of trust back in the day, but a lot of trust has been lost and given to central banks, commercial banks, and governments. That's where the trust is. That's a third party. Ladies and gentlemen, with the blockchain, it actually gives or brings trust back because there's trust without middlemen. And as a matter of fact, guys, if you do the real analysis on your personal life, you would understand we trust the banks, we trust the governments. That's why we trust the currency. Okay. But the blockchain, ladies and gentlemen, gives us the opportunity to interact in such a transparent way, in such a visible way that trust is returned. So this is what the blockchain is. And I'm going to go a little bit deeper here right now so that you can understand exactly what we do and why we do what we do. Let me just try to flip this screen here so you guys can understand. Just give me 1 second. Let me move this around. Hold a second. I'm trying to move this here now. Hold a second. I'm trying to get this to move. I'm not sure why it's not moving. Hold a second. I'm trying to get this to move. All right. So why was crypto created? A lot of people ask the question, and we also address these things on our course, but I'm going to introduce this to you in a way that I am sure you will understand. This is why we do the GrXen Academy course every week. We do this because we try to bring value to people and put sense to what we talk about. Let me see. I'm not sure why I'm getting problems to move the screen. I'm not sure why I'm. Oh man, let me just get this back. I'm going to talk about this because I went 2 slides before. The reason crypto was created, and this has a lot to do with what we talk about on our presentations. I'm not going to say that again, but traditional finance problems we have. One of the problems with the traditional way we do business is centralized control. Guys, there's a lot of centralized control in the world of finance today. Transactions are very, very slow. There are a lot of fees, and you can as you listen to the presentation, you can analyze if I'm making sense or not. There's limited access to many things with regards to the way we do business when we come to traditional finance, in particular when it comes to currency devaluation. Just a while ago, I heard Mr. James speaking on a call with someone about inflation. We speak about inflation, but the truth is, inflation really means that our currency is losing its value. So the traditional financial problems that we have outside of the centralized control, slow transactions, it takes long to do transactions, maybe 3 to 5 days for money to move from one country to the next. If you are in Trinidad and Tobago and want to send money to Europe, you have to wait 3 days. If you have to do the wire transfer and stuff like that, you pay high fees in many cases, limited access you have in reality. And of course, when you're speaking about crypto, there's a lot of increased efficiency, reduced friction, expanded access. There's a lot more people who have access to money. Actually, when you speak about crypto, you speak about the unbanked of the world, which is a great portion of the world. There's billions of people in the world who are unbanked. Crypto can reach them, ladies and gentlemen. We give the ownership back to users, okay? Because this is a peer-to-peer model, and I'm excited about this because everything we are talking about within the crypto context, the GrXen module or the GrXen business idea or concept has that around it. And I'm excited to speak about this because of what we are doing. I don't want to move the screen too fast. It's a new control I'm using here. Hold a second, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just trying to move this one more time. I'm not sure why I'm getting this problem, but I'm going to solve this now. Maybe it's just going to move 2 slides ahead of me in quick time. Let me see. Good. Hold a second. Hold a second. You see, it went back to why crypto was created. So crypto is not anti-government. This is very, very important because a lot of people also ask the question, crypto, is it government control? Is it crypto dislike government? Is it that we are trying to create a new crypto or new currency? Is it we trying to get rid of the dollar? No, ladies and gentlemen. Crypto is pro-efficiency. This is very important. And when we speak about that, I want you to understand that governments are now in the process of regulating crypto. This is important. Governments are also in the process of exploring digital currencies. You will hear a lot about CBDCs, central bank digital currencies. Governments are interacting now because they have no choice but to interact. In particular, first world countries, they are interacting a lot now with crypto. Okay, so governments are adopting blockchain technology. Now, ladies and gentlemen, blockchain technology is not only accessible when it comes to crypto, but it's accessible in terms of different things, in terms of smart contracts written for this X, Y, or Z, wills, all these different things people interact with when they interact with blockchain technology. So crypto, when we speak about the blockchain, is an evolution. It's not a rebellion. It's not like persons are fighting the government. So we are not anti-government at all when it comes to crypto. But this is very, very important because I want people to understand when we speak about the GrXen token and we speak about crypto in our community, we focus specifically on utility. And I'm going to explain now to you what's the difference between speculation versus utility. Okay, this is very, very important. The majority of people focus on crypto and they don't understand the difference between speculation and utility. Today I'm going to explain to you what the difference is. There are two ways to approach crypto when you are interacting in the crypto space, and this is for people who are brand new. Two ways. One is speculation. Now, nothing is wrong with one way or the other. I'm just explaining the different ways. Speculation focus on price chasing. A lot of people who are involved in the speculation chase price. They want to purchase this low and sell high. Why? That has been so because a lot of people saw Bitcoin rise from literally pennies. Now it's in the thousands and tens of thousands of dollars for one. Okay. The truth is, a lot of people make emotional decisions, and emotional decisions comes as a result of speculation, short-term thinking. A lot of people want to get rich overnight, get rich quick. That's why they fall into the gambling mindset with the speculation. This is some people literally approach crypto like this. And then there's the utility approach, where a crypto is not really for speculation, but it's for usability, where they use it for payments. They use it on platforms. They build ecosystems that is like GrXen that is built on usability, complete utility. Okay, it's not built for anything else but utility, and this is very, very important. If you are looking on at this presentation, I want you to understand what we are doing. When you speak utility and crypto, you speak more long-term value creation. And this is very important, ladies and gentlemen. So there are two ways. My question to you is, which way are you focused? What have you been doing in the crypto space? If you have been in the crypto space before, or what do you prefer? Speculation? You prefer speculating? You prefer to speculate or build utility? And that's a very important question one should ask themselves. And when it comes to our company, our position on crypto is paramount. I'm telling you this because members of our community are very important to us, and we want to ensure that you guys get the right information, and more so, you guys are guided properly so that you can take full advantage of the crypto space, ladies and gentlemen. So, GrXen, we do not promote gambling at all. We promote understanding, utility, and responsibility. Guys, this is not a race for the one who cannot run the marathon. If you are here to run a 100-meter, GrXen is not for you. This is really for people who see the vision as to where the crypto space, where cryptocurrency is heading. That's why I'm very, very glad to do these calls. Okay. We focus on education first. Like I said at the beginning of the call, financial empowerment is our number one priority. And this is very important. We focus also on real world usability. Ladies and gentlemen, when you speak about cryptocurrency, a lot of times people speculate so much that there's no usability of the token, there's no usability of the coin. We focus completely on usability, community protection, and long term thinking. I said that before. These are the values that we promote at our GrXen community. So, where does crypto fit financially for many persons? I'm going to explain to you where crypto should fit. And I hope the information you receive this evening will provide tremendous value for you guys, because we are mature adults on the call. I know several of us might be in similar situations. And one of the situations I know for sure many persons are in is a financially illiterate position. In particular, when it comes to cryptocurrency, very illiterate financially. No, we do not want to promote that within our community. We want to ensure that majority of our members, if not all of our members, are financially literate when it comes to crypto. If you agree with me, type me a 555 in the chat if you understand where I'm coming from. If you would like to be financially literate, this is the reason we put these calls together, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is how it should be in correct order. Okay. I want to put this in correct order because this is important. First is financial intelligence. Second, organization and protection. Third, income and discipline, diversification. And then we're going to talk about crypto as a tool. Okay. Crypto is not your foundation, ladies and gentlemen. And there's no time on any one of our calls when you speak to any of our executives or members of our team that we're going to speak to you from the position of using crypto as your foundation. Your foundation must be strong. If your foundation is strong, crypto will be your amplifier. It only amplifies your strength. It only amplifies your foundation. Thank you so much for your feedback in the chat. Now, guys, if you are understanding what I'm saying, it's very important that you take notes. And I will say it again and again. Financial empowerment is our number one priority within the GrXen community. Let me just flip this slide because I want to get this right, and I want to make sure that you guys understand what we are doing, and the way we are doing what we are doing is very, very important. I think the internet might be moving a bit slow, but I'm still going to try to move the slide. I'm not sure why it's not moving. So I hope you're understanding what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. And if you are understanding what I'm saying so far, I am very happy that you guys decided to be on this call tonight, because we do these calls over and over to ensure that people really get what we are doing. And tonight we are focusing on crypto. I spoke to you about the proper order, financial intelligence, organization, and protection. We spoke about income and discipline. And I'm going to jump into this right now. Give me 30 seconds. Let me see. Just make sure this moves. I'm not sure why it's not moving. I hold a second, guys. This is a brand new technology to me here. I'm confused a little bit by it, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Let me just move this. I'm trying to move this. Ah, beautiful. Hey, this is like an old man interacting with the new technology. Could you imagine? So let me explain to you what crypto is not for. Okay, this is paramount. I hope you guys take real serious note when it comes to this. Crypto is not for emergency funds. Okay, not at all. It's not like you have crypto and it must be that when you are in an emergency, you run for your crypto. That's not what crypto is for at all. If you are using crypto for that reason, you'll have problems. You'll end up with major problems. Okay. Crypto is not for your rent or groceries money. This is not your last dollar. You don't want to take your last dollar and decide to put your last dollar into crypto, or you do not want to have money in crypto and you want to grab the crypto out to pay your grocery bills or to pay your rent in terms of your emergency funds. This is not what crypto is for. Crypto is not for emotional decisions, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and you guys understand what I'm saying when I'm saying it. It's not borrowed money. This is pressure-based investing. No, crypto is not for pressure-based investing. If you feel like someone is pressuring you to buy crypto, stay away. If you cannot afford to lose the money, you should not put your money in crypto. Let me say that again. If you cannot afford to lose your money, you should not put your money in crypto. If you agree with me, type me a 777 in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. This is very, very important. I hope you get it. I hope you appreciate this information because this is valuable stuff that I'm sharing with you guys because I want you guys to understand our view in terms of how we are interacting. Thank you so much, Tariq, for your feedback in the chat. I'm gonna bust some crypto myths right now because there's a lot of things people say or believe about crypto, and it's like, wow, is it true or is it not true? I'm gonna bust some myths right now, and let me say one about these things, which is very, very important. Some people say crypto is illegal. Is that legal? Is that legal to do here, or is it legal to do? No, ladies and gentlemen, laws differ in different parts of the world. Different countries, laws differ. Adoption, by the way, is growing. So because adoption is growing, law is going to differ as well here. Or some people say, Chester, I'm too late. It doesn't make sense investing in crypto now. I missed the Bitcoin boom. I missed the Ethereum boom. It's too late. No, technology adoption takes decades. Guys, this is not today. I'm not speaking about crypto as crypto today. We must understand we are talking the next level, the next generation. You guys are at the forefront of a new technology, new money, the new way to do business. This, ladies and gentlemen, people say only tech people understand crypto. That is not true. Crypto is becoming simpler and simpler and simpler. In 2016, I could not buy Bitcoin because my country didn't understand anything about Bitcoin, what to do. Everyone thought this was all about the dark web. Now today you download the app, you can have your exchange, your wallets on your phones. Technology is getting simpler and simpler. It's becoming easier and easier. So people who say tech people only understand crypto, that's not true. They are too late, that's not true. Crypto is illegal, that's not true, ladies and gentlemen. And I will give you a little bit of a historical perspective because people said the same things about the internet in the 1990s. The same thing about the internet. New technology always face fear. People are always scared of new technology. Always. There's always resistance. There's always misinformation. So you got to know where to go to get the right information. That's why we are providing the information via the GrXen Academy. And guys, thanks for your feedback in the chat. I really, really, really appreciate it because we understand that education shortens the learning curve. Okay. This is the only way that we are going to move to the next level together by providing the education. This is world-class information you are getting here. This is not secondary, washed down information. This is real hardcore information you're getting here. But we are focused on what we need to focus on. So let's talk about our role in the shaping and the building of the crypto space in our world. Ladies and gentlemen, why the GrXen Academy exists. And this is why we are doing this model tonight. this module tonight. I wanted you guys to understand we exist to educate people before participation. There's a lot of people would like to participate with us, but we provide education first. We say, come be educated, be informed, take your time to make the right decisions. Jump on 10 calls if you need to, but be educated. Why? Because we protect the community when we do that. Okay? We protect the community. We remove fear and confusion when we do that. We promote real utility within our community. This is why we create the GrXen Academy. So you guys will understand. There's no one who have the token right now and would want to sell the token as soon as the token goes public, because they understand that we are creating utility, use case, usability with a hard working team behind our token. We do not rush people into crypto. We prepare people so crypto does not hurt them. Ladies and gentlemen, you will not be hurt if you are informed, if you are educated, and if you are empowered via enlightenment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have created GrXen. So I want you to do some homework right now, not next week, not tomorrow, tonight. And you have to reflect. And I would like you to write some things down. And you can do this right now whilst you are on this call. This is the call to action tonight. I want you to write down, what do I believe crypto is and why? What do you believe crypto is and why? What scams are the most, or sorry, scares me the most about crypto? And be honest with yourself. It's not me. You're talking to yourself. So this is for you. You don't have to bring it for me. You don't have to bring it to anyone. This is for you. Ask yourself, what scares you the most about crypto? Am I interested in utility in terms of usability, or am I interested in hype, speculation? I want things happening fast. Where am I seeing myself? You need to ask yourself those questions tonight. And where does crypto fit in my financial life? Do I have crypto in my financial life? Do I plan to interact with crypto? Do I plan to include crypto in my financial life? Several of you on this call, probably maybe you're degreed out, you're financially degreed, you're a financial wizard, you're probably well taken care of financially, but maybe you do not understand the next level or the next move towards digital currency or blockchain technology, and you have no plans for crypto in your life. My question to you as homework tonight is, where does crypto fit in my financial life? That's a question you need to ask. Okay. Now, we don't rush people into crypto. Like I said before, we prepare people so crypto don't hurt them. This is what we do at GrXen Academy, ladies and gentlemen. We do this over and over and over. We want to encourage you to take the time out of your busy schedule to do some self-assessment, self-evaluation, and ask yourself, where am I headed? I want to thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for taking the time out of your busy schedule to listen to me tonight with the GrXen Academy. And I want to say that we're going to continue doing this week after week after week after week, because we intend to educate first before anything, because financial empowerment is our number one priority. I pass the call back to you, Mr. Cordell Duncan James, so you can close the call off. Have a great evening. Call is yours, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anderson. Well, I don't have much to say because I believe that was a tremendous job that was done. I just want to suggest to every one of you guys, do not take what we have for granted. This information is essential to every one of us as we break that bondage that is on the minds of individuals, the brainwashing that has taken place over the years, where we are now have the opportunity to participate in something outside of the traditional financial world that has been conducting business for the last 100 plus years, my friends. We have never had an option before. And this is what cryptocurrency is presenting to us. So when you hear about GrXen Academy, when you hear about GrXen Token, when you hear about what it is we're offering, we are truly, truly taking people out of the financial darkness and into the light where they can see the situation clearly for what it is and what it has to offer, and empower them in such a way that they can activate. But we're doing it while we participate in the financial world seamlessly. We are participating seamlessly, friends. So you can never have enough Grexen tokens. I can tell you that. Because every single one of us, myself included, even though I have a healthy amount, myself included, I don't have enough. Because when we look within the next 6, 8, 9, 24, 18, whatever it be, months to come, we're gonna be holding, screaming, and saying, "Damn, I should have found a way." That's what we're gonna say. That's what we're gonna say. So what I'm gonna tell you guys is to get to the top, get to the top. Go, the bottom is way too crowded. There's always room to the top. Let's climb, let's learn, let's earn, and let's build. This is your humble servant, King James, representing Grexen and Grexen family and Grexen Academy. Thank you for all who attended the call. I want to wish you a blessed night. I want to remind you that tomorrow we will have an actual presentation. We will have a presentation, so I want to suggest you get someone on the call. Make it a date, 7 p.m. Trinidad and Tobago time, 8 p.m. Suriname time. Find someone, get someone in front of the information. Let's help them understand, and let's help the project go to the next level. Blessings and more blessing, guys. Ciao, ciao.